What's going on, guys, and welcome back to Fitment Industries Garage. I'm Sean B.FI on Instagram, and today we're going to be taking a look at arguably one of the best looking monoblock wheels of all time. But before we dive into this beauty, y'all best be hitting that subscribe button if you haven't already, and tell your friends about us. This channel has a plethora of technical content that you will not find on the Fitment Industries main channel. And of course, don't forget to head over to fitmentindustries.com for all of your wheel, tire, and suspension needs. Oh, and while you're there, check out our blogs. We actually started doing car review blogs and covering all kinds of other technical stuff there as well. So let me introduce you to the Forgestar F14. This wheel has so many things going on for it. And in my opinion, this wheel nails the split 7-spoke look perfectly. It's so smooth and it hits all the stops with their attention to detail. It even has the milled lip between the spokes here to give you that nice bit of concavity with the wheel design. And then moving on to the step lip itself, you can see that the spokes run all the way to the inside of that step lip and then kind of curve back to give you that big brake kit clearance. And then there's the part where they have 3 different concave profiles available. You're going to be looking at semi-concave, deep concave, and super deep concave. This not only opens up a ton of options for the looks department, but also available sizing and offsets as well. And then obviously there's the finishes that this wheel comes in. They have anything that you could desire, including this absolutely beautiful, like dark brown metallic, I don't know what they actually call this, but it's perfect. And they have all kinds of other stuff to match any sort of theme that you may have on your vehicle. And this wheel absolutely kills it in the looks department, but that's not actually where this wheel totally shines. The Forgestar F14 is so vastly versatile in its performance offering and benefits. So this is a flow forged wheel. Now, that doesn't actually change the fact that it is a cast wheel. But what it does mean is that through a forging process on the barrel, they're actually able to use less material overall to achieve equal and sometimes even better strength than a full cast wheel, and thus creating a lighter wheel than a cast wheel without this process. But just how much weight does this save? Well, you're gonna be looking at about 25% weight savings on average, which when it comes to rotational mass, that's a huge amount. The 18 by 8.5 weighs in at just 17.6 pounds, and 18 by 12 is about 20 pounds, and that's really, really good for a cast wheel. But the F14's performance advantages don't stop at weight. Forgestar offers the F14 in multiple variations. They offer the F14 as what they call part of their drag pack series. And what this offers is an even crazier variation of sizes. You're gonna be looking at things like 15 by 3 3/4 of an inch and a 17 by 5 and an 18 by 5 for some front skinnies, and things like 15, 17, and 18-inch diameters with 10 and 10.5-inch width, which is awesome because it allows someone who has a street F14 setup to go to the track and swap out their wheels and retain the look they desire, while still moving to a big tire or a slick and skinny setup instead of moving to a mismatched or less stellar looking track setup. And for the super serious drag racing guys, Forgestar actually created the world's first concave monoblock bead lock wheel. And to show off their engineering and attention to detail even further, they implemented part of the spoke design into the beadlock portion, which looks absolutely badass while retaining functionality. The portion of the beadlock wheel actually comes down to about here, and that's where it separates. So it's gonna bolt in along the outside and it'll pop off here, squeeze the bead inside, and you won't have any tire rotation on your hard launches. So now that we've covered some of the features and variations, let's move on to sizing. Now there's gonna be a lot going on here, so I'm sorry if this gets a little competitive. For the semi-concave wheels, you're gonna be looking at 8.5 to 10-inch widths for the 17-inch diameter wheels, 8.5 to 10.5-inch widths for the 18s, 8.5 to 9-inch widths for the 19s, 9-inch width for the 20s, and 9 to 10-inch widths for the massive 22-inch wheels, with offsets ranging from +4 all the way to +72. So moving on to the deep concave series, Forgestar offers 10 to 13-inch wide wheels for the 18-inch diameter variation, 9.5 to 12-inch widths for the 19 and 20-inch wheels, 10.5 to 12-inch widths for the 22s, with offerings of -2 to +83 offset. And then there's the super concave series, which offers 9.5 to 12-inch widths for the 18s, 19s, 20s, and 22s, with offsets starting at -25 and goes all the way up to a +60. And you can have these drilled to just about any bolt pattern imaginable. These bad boys can really fit on just about anything for any desired look or application. So let's talk about pricing with the massive variations in diameter, width, offsets, concavity, drag pack, and bead lock options. Price obviously varies a lot as well, so I'm only gonna hit on a couple of the major ones. For the drag pack stuff, you're gonna be looking at just under $200 for your 15 by 3 3/4 and your 17 and 18 by 5 inch wheels, about $240 for your 15 by 10s, and about $300 for an 18 by 8. Beadlock stuff runs in the mid 600s with the 17 by 10s around 625, 17 by 11 sits at 650. For the non-beadlock and non-drag pack wheels, you're gonna be looking around $300 for a 17 by 8.5 inch wheel, topping out around $670 for a massive 22 by 12 inch wheel. So the Forgestar F14 offers a ton of value for the money, both in the looks category, obviously, and performance. There's a reason this wheel is found on everything from high horsepower muscle cars to show cars all the way up to quad digit power GTRs. If you're interested in purchasing a set of these bad boys, head over to fitmentindustries.com and fill out the quote request form, and our team would be more than happy to help you get a set of these bad boys on your ride. And while you're there, check out all of our other awesome stuff like suspension, tires, underglow, wheel spacers, and even our blogs. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already, and tell your friends about us. We have a ton of technical videos that you will not find on the main channel. I'm Sean from Fitment Industries, SeanB.fi on Instagram. Thank you for watching. Peace.